Welcome to AdExpert Podcast. Today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, pretty vital if you've got a website in 2025. We're talking about boosting those crucial conversion rates.
Exactly. It's a perennial topic, but things definitely shift year to year. We'll be pulling insights today from AdExpert's own article, How to Increase Website Conversion Rates in 2025. And also looking at some background from the AdExpert About Us page, context on the agency itself. It's based here in Los Angeles, been around a decade.
Right, and our mission here is pretty straightforward. We want to give you actionable strategies, things you can actually use. The goal is to help you turn more of those website visitors into, well, whatever success looks like for your site. Leads, maybe sales.
Whatever that conversion goal is. So we'll dig into the practical tactics, but also the thinking behind them, pulling directly from those sources.
Okay, let's jump in. First up, the conversion funnel. It sounds simple enough, but I think the sources suggest the way visitors move through isn't always like a straight line anymore.
That's a really key point. The classic funnel idea, awareness up top with blogs or ads, then consideration with maybe demos or comparisons, then decision at the bottom with reviews. It's still a useful framework.
Yeah, I get the stages. Attract, engage, convert. Roughly.
Right. But the journey in 2025 is just much more dynamic. It's less of a slide, more like navigating a landscape. Someone might see a review first, then jump to pricing, then read a blog post.
But it's messy. People bounce around.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means every interaction needs to be intentionally connected, seamlessly if possible. That's why data is so critical. The sources really hammer this home using tools like Google Analytics 4, maybe Hotjar.
Okay, why are those specific tools so important for understanding this messier journey?
Well, they let you see what people are actually doing. Where are they clicking? How long do they stay? And crucially, where are they leaving? Where's the drop-off point?
So you can spot the leaks in the bucket.
Precisely. Is everyone bailing on a specific product page? Maybe the description isn't clear or the layout's confusing. Or are they abandoning a form halfway through? Maybe you're asking for too much info.
That makes sense. So the data tells you where to focus. If it's product pages, the article says focus on clarity, layout. What does that mean in practice?
Think about crystal clear, high-res images, multiple angles, maybe video, benefit-focused descriptions, what's in it for them, not just specs. Obvious pricing, easy, add to cart. It sounds basic, but it's easy to get wrong.
Yeah, the fundamentals. And if forms are the problem.
Simplify, ruthlessly. Cut fields. Ask only what you absolutely need right then. Maybe test where the form is placed on the page. Less friction is always better.
It keeps coming back to making it easy for the user, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Any hurdle, however small, can cost you a conversion. Which actually leads nicely into two absolute non-negotiables for 2025. Speed and mobile.
Website speed. Feels like we talk about this constantly, but the stats are still shocking. Over half your visitors gone if it takes more than, 3 seconds to load?
It's brutal. And expectations are only getting higher. Patience is thin online. The sources mention the usual suspects for improving speed. Image compression is huge, using a CDN content delivery network.
Right, to serve files faster from closer locations.
Exactly. Minimizing HTTP requests, basically cleaning up your code, getting rid of unused scripts or plugins that are just dragging things down. Every millisecond genuinely counts.
Sounds like a bit of technical housekeeping is in order for most sites. And then mobile optimization. It's not just making the desktop site shrink anymore.
Definitely not. We're deep in the mobile-first world. Google ranks you based on your mobile site first. So you need a responsive design that just works everywhere. Tap targets buttons, links need to be easy to hit with the thumb, no zooming needed.
Yeah, fat finger errors are frustrating.
Totally. And it needs to load fast, even on, say, a 4G connection, not just Wi-Fi. And keep navigation simple. Don't make people hunt on a small screen.
So a bad mobile experience doesn't just annoy mobile users. It can hurt your overall search ranking, too.
Big time. It's foundational. All right, so site's fast, works on mobile. What's next? Building trust.
Right, because people are wary online. How do we build that trust quickly?
Social proof is your friend here. The article points out something interesting for 2025. People trust other users way more than they trust brand marketing.
That feels true. We're all a bit cynical about ads, so what kind of social proof works best?
Customer reviews are gold, especially right there on the product page. User-generated content, customers sharing photos using your product, super authentic. Trust badges help too. SSL certificates, payment logos, that kind of thing, reassurance.
Even things like social share counts. Do people still look at those?
Subtly, maybe. It all adds to the picture. Live visitor stats can also create a sense of buzz sometimes. The key is showing that other real people trust you and buy from you.
And placement matters. The article mentioned putting testimonials near CTA's calls to action.
Yeah, that's smart. Right when someone's hesitating, about to click buy or sign up, seeing a positive quote from someone else can be that little nudge they need. It reinforces the decision.
Makes sense. And it's not just about our website, is it? What about reviews elsewhere?
Oh, absolutely crucial. Your Google business profile, Yelp, Trustpilot, G2, whatever niche directories are relevant to your industry, you need to manage your reputation there. And the sources suggest embedding positive reviews from those sites onto your site too. Adds another layer of credibility.
Okay, let's talk forms again. We said simplify, but what are the best practices for 2025?
Less is more, still. Only ask for what's essential at that stage. Use tech to help. Autofilling data where possible. Use drop-downs or toggles instead of free text fields if you can.
Reduces typing, reduces errors.
Exactly. And if it has to be a longer form, break it into steps. And show a progress bar. Let people see the finish line.
That statistic was eye-opening, cutting a 10-field form down to 3 steps, boosting completions by over 30%.
It really shows how much friction impacts behavior. Respect people's time. Okay, next up, landing pages. These need to be conversion machines.
Right, the article stressed, 1 goal per page, no confusion.
Laser focus. Is it a sign-up, a purchase, a download? Pick one. Don't clutter it with other messages. Key elements for a great 2025 landing page. Killer headline with clear value. Supporting subheading or hero image.
Benefit-focused bullet points, not just features.
Yes. What does it do for the user? Then 1 or maybe 2 really clear calls to action. Social proof nearby, and repeating the theme, fully mobile-optimized layout.
And the secret sauce seems to be A/B testing.
Constantly. Test your headlines, test button colors, button text, placement, test the offer itself, test the page link. Tools like Google Optimize, VWO, Optimize will make this doable. You never know what small tweak might unlock big gains until you test it.
So never assume you know best, always test. What about product pages specifically for e-commerce sites?
These are huge decision points. They need to be persuasive, informative, and easy. Essentials. Great images, zoomable. Demo videos, if it makes sense. Detailed descriptions focusing on benefit.
Clear pricing, stock availability.
FAQs right there to answer common questions. And customer reviews, front and center. Keep it clean, though. Don't overwhelm. Guide the eye.
It sounds like a balance between providing enough info and keeping it scannable.
Yeah.
And then the final step, in many cases, the call to action,
Yeah.
the CTA.
Yeah, the button or link that asks for the conversion, it needs to be unmissable, clear, visible.
And appealing, right? Not just submit.
Exactly. Make it benefit-driven. The examples in the article were good. Get my free demo. Start saving now. Try it risk-free. They tell you what you get. Use contrasting colors so the button pops. Repeat the CTA if the page is long. Test where it works best.
Avoid vague stuff like click here. Be specific.
Absolutely. Always be specific about the value exchange. Another big trend highlighted for 2025 is personalization, making the experience feel unique to the visitor.
How does that work in practice? Sounds complex.
It can be, but tools are getting better. It leverages AI and real-time data. You can tailor content based on, say, their location, or what they've looked at before, or the device they're on, or how they arrived at your site.
So what could you actually personalize?
Headlines, maybe. Images. Recommended products, that's a common one. Pop-ups or CTAs could be tailored. Tools like Segment or Dynamic Yield help manage this. It builds rapport, guides them better.
Okay, interesting. What about bounce rate? People leaving after just one page. How do we fight that?
High bounce rate definitely means lost opportunities. Strategies include using really engaging visuals or videos up front. Internal linking is key. Guide them deeper into the site.
Keep content easy to read, short paragraphs, bullet points.
Yeah, make it scannable. Use clear, direct language. Good UX design overall is the best defense against high bounce rates.
And the final piece mentioned is consistency, making sure everything lines up.
Super important. Your website doesn't exist in a vacuum. Your marketing campaigns, social media ads, Google ads, emails need to align perfectly with the website experience.
So if an ad says 20% off, the landing page better show 20% off immediately.
Immediately and obviously. Otherwise, people feel tricked, they get confused, and they bounce. Use the same keywords, similar visuals. Use UTM tags to track which campaigns are driving which visitors. Consistency builds trust and keeps people moving forward.
Okay, this has been a really thorough look at conversion rates for 2025. Lots to think about. It seems like it's a mix of technical stuff like speed and psychological stuff like trust and clarity.
That sums it up well, and as the AdExpert resources highlight, it boils down to understanding your specific audience, giving them a smooth, trustworthy path, and just never stopping testing and refining.
So thinking about all this, what aspect of your own website's conversion path are you maybe most curious to explore now? Is it diving into personalization with AI, or maybe setting up some proper A/B tests for your calls to action?
Yeah, lots of potential areas. And, if you're based around Los Angeles and looking for some expert help with all this, AdExpert, the agency whose resources we've been drawing on, has, like I said, a decade of experience specifically in online marketing and web development, really focused on driving these kinds of results.
Right. Their site mentions expertise in Google Ads, SEO, both general and local for LA social media, and web dev on platforms like WordPress and Shopify.
Exactly. They emphasize a data-driven approach using analytics, competitor analysis, AI tools now, too, to tailor strategies. Real-time tracking across channels is a big part of their offering. They also have copywriting services focused on SEO.
Sounds comprehensive. The team includes folks with deep experience in strategy and analytics.
Sam Ashrafi, the founder, and Ehsan Nabavadi handle strategy, SEO, analytics. They focus on quality and building partnerships. So if you need that kind of support, you can find details on their site, adexpert.io. They offer a free consultation, too.
Good to know. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope this gave you some valuable, practical insights you can start using to optimize your own website for, well, better results and more success.